Hi, in this video we're going to be making my stuffed aubergine recipe. It's such a great and easy recipe to make which will taste amazing. This recipe feeds two, so let's get started. Here I've got one whole aubergine, I've got half a yellow courgette, I've got half a red onion, 1 clove of grated garlic, 1 tablespoon of chilli, and I also have half a green pepper. Over here I have 1 whole tomato which has been diced. I also have a lime which will be later used as a zest and also for garnish. And here I have 6 tablespoons of passata. So let's get started cooking. First of all, we're going to cut the aubergine. So we're going to cut the aubergine into 2. Half an aubergine is for what is 1 portion. We're then going to use a spoon and we're just going to dig out the middle. Don't worry if it's a little bit rough, because we're going to be chopping this and this is going to be covered anyway with the filling. Now that your aubergine halves have been gutted, we're going to start dicing. I've left this till last, as when the oxygen hits this it will start going brown, so it's best to do it when it's fresh as possible. So I'm just going to finely dice. Make sure you have your fingers like that, so that you don't cut your fingers. I recommend everyone buying a tomato knife. This one's from Victorinox. They are absolutely amazing. I've had this for about almost 3 years now, and I've never sharpened it once. It's just amazing. It's so versatile, and you can cut anything with it. This technique that I'm doing, this is what we're going to be doing for the rest of your veg as well. Great. Now that the aubergine is cut and everything else is done, we're going to head over now to the hob. And we're going to get started. So first and foremost, I've preheated my oven to 180 degrees Celsius. I've got fan on my oven, but if you do it in a non-fan oven, do it to about 190. First, I'm going to place my pan on the hob, and I just want to heat it up just for a couple seconds, just so the pan gets nice and hot, so the oil doesn't burn. So now that your pan's hot, I want to add about 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, or even sunflower oil, but usually I tend to use olive oil as it's best. It's nice and flavoured, just enriches the final product. Add our aubergines on the skin side. This is just so you get a nice even cooking of the aubergines, so that after it goes in the oven it's full of flavour. You get that sort of charcoal effect. You can also use a griddle, which is great as well. You want it to be nice, crispy on the outside. That way you get that sort of slightly burnt taste on the skin, which really harmonises well, especially with the fresh tomato and lime. Doing this on a high heat, and we're just going to let this go for a couple minutes, and then we're going to flip it over. So now that your aubergines have cooked skin side down, we're then going to turn it over. I'm just going to cook it again for a couple minutes. Skin side facing up to ensure even cooking, and it's just going to really taste wonderful. Now that your aubergines have been skin side up for a couple minutes, it should look like this, nice and brown around the edges. Now I want you to place this into a dish or a tray, and then this can be placed in your preheated oven for 10 minutes. We can now start on our stuffing. So using the exact same pan, turn the heat down to a medium heat, add an extra tablespoon of vegetable oil or olive oil. Make sure the pan's nice and hot. And we're going to now add all of our ingredients here. You can really smell the flavours and the aroma from each ingredient marrying together. And the red onion gives just a different taste to what a white onion gives. It's nice and sweet and gives that, it really goes well too with the lime, and it really does make your dish. You want it so your vegetables are soft but still slightly hard, because don't forget, we're going to be putting this in the oven to finish anyway. So now, once all your veg has been sweated off, we can add the passata. Remember, the amount of oil used is actually due to me using a non-stick pan, which I highly recommend when cooking, as you don't need a lot of oil or fat, and you can just, you save those extra calories and you still get the exact same amount of flavour and taste, if not better. Well, now, once everything's covered, we're going to now let this cook for, once again, a couple minutes, and then we're going to add our fresh, we're going to take it off the heat, add our fresh tomatoes and our fresh lime zest, and then once our aubergines are ready, they're ready to be stuffed and back in the oven. So now your mix has cooked for around 2 minutes on a medium to low heat. It's ready to take off. We're now going to add our fresh diced tomato, and we're also going to zest half a lime. I love microplane. Microplanes are one of the best zesters that you can buy. Get all that nice lime zest and freshly chopped tomatoes inside. When you smell this, it's unreal. It's just, you get the nice tomatoey smell from the passata, but then you get that fresh zing of lime going through. It's just unreal. Nicely cooked. We're just going to ever so elegantly place it on top. Perfect. Now, we're going to place this back into your oven for a further 10 minutes, and then it'll be ready to eat. So now that the aubergines are done, once the 10 minutes are up, I'm going to take them out. Get that going. There we go. To garnish, that half lime zest that we used, we're going to use the rest of the lime, because I'm a firm believer in not wasting food. So we're going to cut the lime in half, and that's perfect for 2. And then we're just going to get some parsley, and we're going to sprinkle it nice around. To finish. And that there is my stuffed aubergine. I hope you enjoy the recipe just as much as I have loved making it, because it's absolutely delicious and packed with flavour with no added salt. I hope you enjoyed my recipe as much as I've enjoyed making it. Go and check out my Instagram page for more videos and content. Also, go and check out the ice capture page for all his amazing videos. He's my cameraman and he's absolutely amazing. Thank you.